So this is a beautiful forest in the Madhya Pradesh region where I belong to, where I stay. We will start with the first image of this forest. Okay, can we have the next one please? Now we are very close to the Western Ghats, which is known as the Sahyadri in Marathi. And you may have heard of Fort Purandare, Fort Simagad, Fort Torna, Fort Rajgarh and many other forts. So we are in the Western Ghats where you see beautiful lush green forests. And you can also see the clouds, the rain clouds, which are coming down on the mountain slopes. So this is the treasure trove of nature. There are so many birds, insects, butterflies, reptiles you can see in these jungles. Okay, next one. Now let's have a look at some of the beautiful trees that we have. This one is called the flame of the forest, Palash. Next one. This one is the Indian coral tree or the silk cotton tree. See the yellow, red colored flowers which are so attractive, and it's been reported that more than 65 different species of birds can be seen on this single tree. Okay, next one. This is the Indian coral tree. Indian coral tree, right? You can see the orange colored flowers, and all these flowers have nectar in them. And the birds and bees, they come to sip nectar from these flowers. Okay, next one. We have different species of insects. Now generally when you talk about insects, it's very difficult to understand the names of the insects. Now this one is called the six-spotted ground beetle. Six-spotted ground beetle. Would you like to say after me? Six-spotted ground beetle. Okay, thanks. Now this one is called the praying mantis. You know how do we pray? How do we pray? We pray like this. So you're all supposed to do like this. Okay. Now look at the insect. It's also raised its hands and holding like this. So hold your hands like this. Oh, great. You all look so cute, so pretty, so beautiful. So this is how the insect behaves. And it kills other small insects. Okay, next. Yes. There are more than 150 species of butterflies in and around Pune. Right? Now this one is called the common PRO. A butterfly called common PRO. Okay, next. Now this butterfly is called the leopard butterfly. And it came to sit on my body. It sat on my leg. Can you see the leg? And then it started, collecting salt. They need sodium, salts, and different types of minerals. So this is how they try to sip from the body of the humans. Next. Even this one is called the lime butterfly. Lime, lime butterfly. Next. Can you count the number of butterflies in this photograph? No, it's very difficult because there are so many of them. What are they doing? They are sipping different salts from the ground, and they are all yellowish green colored butterflies. They are called immigrant. These butterflies are called immigrant butterflies. Okay, next. Look at the frog. Now this frog is called the bull frog. which is so big in size. And it has pouch. Can you see this pouch here? It can inflate its pouch. It can inflate its pouch and make different types of sounds. For example, this frog may give you a peculiar sound like op, 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 op. Then another frog would respond. For example, op, 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 like that. Isn't this frog pretty? Looks so beautiful. Okay, next one. My God, look at this one. It's called the balloon frog. Balloon frog. It looks like a huge balloon. Right? Next one. Scorpion. Scorpions are not very common. They can be seen only in the forests. Okay? Next one. Snake. So we were talking about different frogs and reptiles. Now this is a huge reptile called the monitor lizard, and it is capable of catching frogs, field mice, rats and others. Okay, next one. Now let's have a look at the birds. This one is called the greater cockle. Okay? And the call of the bird is something like that's the call of the bird. Yes, you can do it better than me. Sometimes you can also hear thank you. Next one, please. Okay, this is a very small bird called the common iora. And you can see the yellow feathers, the black on the back, and a very short beak. Very short beak. Generally, this bird eats small insects. Okay? And it feeds on, sometimes it also feeds on fruits. And one of the call is like a whistle. So you have to listen very carefully. Whistle. Okay? See. Thank you. Next. This one is called the barbet, and it makes a very peculiar rattling call. Makes a peculiar rattling call. You want to imitate that call, you want to learn that call. Okay? So it starts like something like can you all hear me? Okay. So this is the call of the barbet, right? Next. Now, this bird feeds on figs. You know what is a fig, right? So it feeds on figs. And it makes a very peculiar soft call, very soft notes. For example, it sometimes calls like this. Look at me, okay? Something like Okay, this bird eats fruits and the seeds pass through the digestive channel of the bird and fall on the ground and they germinate. So birds are responsible for tree plantation. They do a lot of tree plantation activities. Okay, now I'm going to use my fingers to make call. Okay, so what I do is I use the little finger and join the index finger. Can you see this? Yes. Okay, and then I have to roll my tongue only once, like this. What does it say? How would you describe this in words? How would you describe this in words? It says VTU. VTU. Okay? The name of the bird is Pitta. Pitta. We have a state bird of Maharashtra called the yellow-footed green pigeon. So every state has its own bird, a mammal, a butterfly, a tree, etc. So this is a state bird of Maharashtra called yellow-footed green pigeon. It's a pigeon. You see the yellow legs here. Alright? And the call of the bird is very peculiar whistling note. Okay? A very peculiar whistling note. Something like something like that. You might have heard a doorbell. If you press the button, you hear the call of the bird. Okay? That's called a doorbell. Now many people have these doorbell bird calls. Okay? So one of the calls is so this bird is called a blackbird. Name of the bird is blackbird. Next. So they sleep at night like this. You can see them seeing their beaks forward in all directions so that if they sense any danger, one of the birds recognizes the danger and then it makes a very powerful whirring sound of its wings. And then they fly into all the directions, even at night. And after that, they try to communicate with each other with the help of whistling notes, something like that. So name of the bird is quail, Quail is the name of this bird. And it took me more than 15 years to take this photograph because birds sleep at night. They all huddle together and sleep at night in this manner. Okay, can we have the next one please? Next one. Yes. Now, you know that there are many hills around Pune. There is a Betal hill, there is Law College hill, and so many small hills, Baner hill. On these hills, you may see this bird during the monsoon, during the rainy season. And it gives a very peculiar, harsh call, which can be described as, listen to the call, okay? Like that. Okay, next one. Yeah. We all know that it's peacock and it's a male bird. We can go and see these peacocks in the wild. They are protected by the local villagers. And you can see them dancing. And the males have a very peculiar dance. And they can be seen in the forests, in the fields, in the neighborhood of villages, etc. Okay? And the call of the peacock is meow, 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 like that. Okay? Next. We have various types of cuckoos. We have various types of cuckoos. They make a very interesting call which rises in crescendo, like okay. Next. Thanks. Now this bird is called papiha. Now I'm going to request sir to hold the mic so that I can use my fingers. Sir, please hold the mic like this. Okay. Now listen to the call. Very interesting. Okay. And you can try it, but not now. You can try it later. Is it okay? So that everyone will be able to listen to what I'm saying. Right? Okay. Please keep quiet. Listen to the call of this bird, which is called papiha in Hindi. Okay? Papiha in Hindi. Now I'm using my fingers to make this call. Okay? And it took me a lot of time to practice this. And I have to keep on practicing all the time, all throughout my life. I keep on trying all the time, right? Now listen to the call, okay? Please keep quiet. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Now this bird is called a weaver bird. And it weaves a beautiful nest. Next one, please. Sir, next one. Now this is a beautiful nest of the bird. And it uses grass blades. And this is an entrance tube. And this is an egg chamber. Now the male bird builds this nest. And its Marathi is called Sugran. In Marathi, it's called Sugran. And sometimes people have a tendency of collecting nests. But you should not never touch any nest of any bird. Because they need their nests, right? It's no fun collecting them and keeping them at home. So let these birds build their own nests. Now this is the place from where the bird enters. So this is an incomplete nest. It looks like a bell, isn't it? It looks like a bell. Now this is a complete nest. And when they all come together, they sometimes make a very peculiar sound like okay? So the weaver bird. Next one. Yeah. This is an oriental white eye with beautiful orange colored flowers. And it feeds on nectar. Next one. Now listen to the call of this bird. All of you are requested to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And listen to me. Now imagine that you are in the forest. You are not able to see anything. It's raining cats and dogs. And you hear a peculiar sound of this bird. And it says, now you can open your eyes. Thank you. Now, I'm going to ask you, to hold your hands like this. Hold your hands like this. And put your hands just behind your ears like this. Okay, now listen to the call. Okay, if you keep quiet, you will be able to listen to a bird call. It's so amazing, isn't it? Now listen to the bird call, okay? Even teachers can do like this. Now put your hands down and listen to the same bird again. Wait. Listen to the same bird call again. Next one. Now this bird kills frogs. You know what is a frog? You know what is a lizard? Lizard. Have you ever caught a lizard? नहीं पकड़ा है कभी? Okay. So it kills a frog and impales it on thorns. See that? Next one. Like this. And it eats the frog later. So really very interesting. Next. Now this is an eagle. The call of this bird is a loud call. It's an eagle. So it's known to fly high in the heavens. And it catches snakes, kills them and eats them. Snakes. So this is a serpent eagle. Serpent eagle. Now the call of the serpent eagle is like, okay, next. This is a shikra bird or a besra bird which is having a bath in the water hole. Okay, next. Sir, next. Now you see some nocturnal birds like owls, right? They all come at night. Now this bird is called a night jar. It comes out in the evening and feeds throughout the night. Next one. This is a little owl. Okay? Now listen to the call of the owl. And it makes a very peculiar call. And sometimes it can be described as a frog's call. It appears to be a frog's call, amphibian's call. Okay? So it says wak, chak, dar. Okay? Something like this. Did you hear the call? Okay, it sounds like wow, langur. It's called the common langur monkey. Okay? Next one, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All of them on the tree. And if they sense a danger, if they sense a predator, when they sense any danger, they give a very peculiar call, something like that. So this is a langur's call. Okay, next. Sambar deer, not just deer. Sambar. The female deer doesn't have horns. The males have horns. They are called antlers. Right? Next. You can see the antlers. It's called the spotted deer. Right? Next. Wow. Such a huge animal. It's called Indian gaur. It's called Indian gaur. Okay? Next. Sloth bear. Sloth bear. Next one. Leopard. Next one. Now can anyone tell me when you put a torch, why do the eyes glow? Our eyes don't glow. Why do the eyes glow? No. Why do the eyes glow? Want to say something? Why?
When the torch falls on the cheetah's eyes. Uh,
Why? What is the reason? I'll tell you why. They have retina, like all of us have retina, right? So there is a reflecting layer just behind the retina called tapetum lucidum. You have to say after me. Say tapetum lucidum. Tapetum lucidum. So this is called a reflecting layer just behind the retina. Therefore the eyes glow. Okay, next. This leopard was very close to me and I was able to take a photograph when the leopard was standing still. And this was in the evening when the leopard was standing still on the slope of a small mountain. Right? Next. Yes. Now any guess? Now any guess how many tigers are found in India? Any guess? Around 4,000. Around 4,000 tigers. Okay? Wait. No, 4,000. Next one. Now this is a female with 3 cubs. Can you see all these cubs? The cubs stay with the mother for about 2.5 years. Okay, then they leave the mother and they start hunting on their own. Okay. Now I would like to recommend to you a book. If you can catch hold of that book or keep it in your library, it will be great. The name of the book is The Way of the Tiger. The name of the book is A Way of the Tiger. Okay? Next. It's a tiger cub pair in the forest. So you have to be very careful when you take photographs of tigers. Because if you want to take photographs of the tigers, you have to be really very careful. You have to use a vehicle in which you can stay and then take the photograph. And they sometimes come out in the evening. Right? Next one. Now this tiger is going away into the forest. Now look at the stripes on its body. Now every tiger has a unique stripe pattern so that you can identify individual tigers. Like you can identify all the kids here. They look different from each other, right? No similarity. So like that, if you consider the stripes on the tiger's body, they are very, very unique. And one of the calls of the tigers which you hear very often is Aum, 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 Aum. Do you want to listen to the leopard's call? Leopard's call. Sir, please hold the mic. Now the leopard's call, okay? Did you see the picture of the leopard earlier? It's also known as the panther. Okay? Now the leopard's call is something like thoda khali zara. Thank you. How many leopards are here? No. Okay, next. Now this is a success story. You have to be very careful because this is the last part of the presentation. So I request you to keep quiet once again. Now what happened was, we found this owl in a small tank, and unfortunately the owl was found dead. Okay, so what we did afterwards is a very interesting exercise. We started creating a small water hole. Next one. Now these volunteers all got together. Next one. And then they dig a hole in the ground. Next one, sir. Thank you. And this water hole is about 3 feet deep. So we removed all the soil that was found in this pit, and the soil was kept at the edge of the water hole. Okay, then next, it was covered with grass. Can you see the grass here? Yes. Next one, sorry. Next one, yeah. Then we use a peculiar cloth called the HDPE, high density polyethylene, right? Which we cover on the ground. Next. And then we pitch stones, rounded stones, pointed stones, different types of stones, small, big, etc. and cover the entire HDPE. Now you can't see the cloth, right? Next one. Here you are not able to see the plastic material, right? The plastic cloth. So it's all covered by stones. Then we pour water into it. Next. Now you can see the water is being poured into the water hole. So because the plastic, water will not percolate down into the ground, right? It will stay there throughout the year. Now this is how you can create a small pond and then attract many birds and animals. For example, next one, look at this shikra bird. Shikra bird came here and drank water from the water hole. You can see the red eyes. Okay, next one. Now this shikra standing in water, so they can conveniently drink water. That is very, very important. What they need is clean, potable water, clean, drinkable water, safe water, right? Next. Now we found this eagle at the edge of the water hole, and it was sipping water from the water hole. Next. Yes. Now this bird is called the oriental honey buzzard. Okay. And the call of this bird is like that. So the call of this bird. Next. Yeah. Then we did an interesting exercise. We put a camera at the edge of the water hole, and then we recorded that on 3rd April 2017. Can you read this date? 3rd April 2017 at 12:49 p.m. This animal was found near the water hole. So we use a kind of a camera which is called a trap camera to record the birds, record the animals coming to drink water at the water hole. So this is the water hole. This animal is called the barking deer. The barking deer. Alright? Yes? The barking deer. And the call of the barking deer is something like ah, 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 like that. Okay? Thank you very much for your attention. I would like to come back to the school once again, and I would invite questions. If you want to ask questions, you are most welcome. So I expect at least one question from the girls and one question from the boys. Yes. Any question? Yes. Ask. How did I? Oh, when we were watching the tigers, we were in a car. So if you sit in a car, you are safe, right? So we use gypsies or Toyota Land Cruisers or very good quality vehicles to travel in the forest. Okay, yes?
Which animal do you like the most?
I like the tigers the most because they're so royal. Yes? Which camera? Okay, that camera was set in the car. So we use a equipment called the tripod. You know tripod? Yeah, it has 3 legs. You can mount your camera on the tripod and sit at the edge of the waterhole and take photographs. Right? Yes?
Then how will you help the dead owl by making that water hole?
Okay. The owl was found dead, right? The reason was it was a squarish structure. So we created a water hole which we showed in the picture, right? So we created the water hole and the birds started coming down to the water hole to drink water. So this is how we can help birds to provide water, right? Yeah. Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Tigers and lions didn't came into your car.
No, never. They generally keep themselves away from human activities or human beings. Therefore, you don't see them in the cities. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Any question from this, boys and girls? Yes? Wait. He's asking you a question. Yes?
We want to also learn to birds call.
Yes, start right now. Say. Do you want to listen to the call of the cock?
Yes.
Okay, are you ready? So, you can probably start with the call of the cock. And it's very simple. For example, look at me. Can you see? Am I holding something in my mouth? No. But just with the help of the lips and the cheeks, you can make different calls. Okay? You want to try another call? Say. Now, the sloth bear's call. Did you see the sloth bear in the picture? You remember? The sloth bear's call is something like or that's a sloth bear's call. Yes.
Where did you live that day?
Oh, in the forest. In the forest, they have guest houses. You can stay in the guest house, right? Like no tents, because tents can be a risky business. You know, the snakes can come into the tent. The reptiles can come into the tents. Yeah, please.
So there's no doubt that it took a lot of efforts for you to master these calls. But I'd like to ask that, how many years did it take you to learn all of these things?
45 years.
That's crazy, sir. Thanks.
35 years. Yeah. Thanks. Yes.
It's of the your dangerous or very remember experience of while capturing these photos.
Yes, many experiences. For example, if you approach an animal, you have to be very careful, right? Because they are there in the forest to talk to each other, right? So when you are in the forest, you can't talk like this. You have to be very quiet. So fold your hands. I can make a sound of a bird for you, right? And I want to say sayonara to all of you. I want to say bye-bye to all of you, but don't want to say it by saying it in words. But I want to whistle and say bye-bye to all of you, right?
Sir,
And I love you.
we have
Now this call of a bird, you can do it with a simple whistling. Okay? For example, okay, thank you. Any questions? Yeah, many questions. Yes.
How do you learn the bird sounds? And how many years do you want to learn that sounds?
Till I die. It took me more than 4 decades to master these calls of different species of birds. And I use a tape recorder. You know what is a tape recorder? A recording machine to record these calls, and then I play them back and I learn their calls. For example, the bulbul's call is something like, so I listen to the call and then try and imitate it at home, not in the forest.
How many birds in the forest will you leave?
More than 300 species. But in our country, we have 1,350 species of birds. 1,350 species.
What do you see the danger animal and has sound?
Oh, the sloth bears. They are known to attack human beings. So you have to be very careful. So if you are alone in the forest, you should take help of someone who knows about the forest. Right? Sloth bears can pose a great danger to you. Then snakes. Various species of snakes. We have the Indian cobra. We have the Russell's viper. The saw-scaled viper. And the crate or the common crate. So these are 4 poisonous species of snakes. You have to be very careful about them.
Which is your hardest voice?
What is that?
Which is your hardest voice to say of bird?
Call. Oh, very difficult to imitate. Oh, like that. The barbet call. For example, that's very hard. Because you have to rattle, vibrate the tip of your tongue. Okay.
Sir, how many aquatic animals do you know?
About 150. Thanks.
Which photo was very difficult to click? Which animal's
Oh,
photo?
the birds of prey. You know, the eagles, the falcons, the hawks. Very difficult to photograph them. You have to spend a lot of time, understand their timing, understand their behavior, and then they take photographs. So when you take a photograph, you have to hide yourself. You have to hide yourself. You should not be seen by anyone else.
How many years you done this started?
When I was a little kid. Yeah.
Can you make the sound of hummingbird?
No, because hummingbirds are not found in India.
ever you saw a shoebill?
No, because it's found in Africa. Yes.
Sir, any animal didn't harm you?
Didn't have?
Any animal didn't harm you?
No, because I'm alive, standing in front of you.
Any
But
animal?
I have been bitten by snakes many times. And
How
I
many
was
times?
attacked by a bear. But I managed to run away from the bear. Because I can run very fast. Even if I'm old, I can run very fast. Thanks.
Okay, everyone.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Give him a big round of applause.